everyone's doing well, staying safe out there, staying sane. Today we're just going to need a set of light hand weights, 2, 3s, or cans of soup, whatever you have on hand. And we'll get started. So we're going to stand in the middle of our mat, feet are hip distance apart. Arms are going to come crossed one over the other like a little I Dream of Jeannie position. We're just going to start marching. So high knees, take it at whatever pace you want. You can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. Just really starting to try and warm up that body. Our arms are engaged by keeping them level with our shoulders. So shoulder and elbow should be in line. We're not dropping them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are going to come straight. Our knees are still marching. We're going to open the right arm when the right knee comes up and the left arm when the left knee comes up. So my right arm is up. And then switch. You can take this again as fast or as slow as you want to go. This is a little bit of a balance challenge. So if you have poor balance right now like I do, I'm going to keep my gaze straight. It's going to really help me. I may not get as far in my twist, but I'm working on my balance right here. We'll do 2. Last one. Now I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see. I'm going to take my right leg, step back into the lunge. Arms are going to come up, overhead, and then I'm just going to do a slight back bend. You should really feel this as a nice hip opener on that right side. Step forward, switch to the left. Nice back bend. Step up and switch. And one more time on that left side. I'm going to leave that left leg behind there. Arms are going to come straight in front of me. And I'm going to open my left arm backwards to get a really nice deep twist, really deep in that hip opener. Arm and leg are going to sweep forward and switch sides. I'm staying low as I'm switching, so you'll notice I'm not coming upright. So I'm staying in that squat when I change. One more on the right side. Arms forward, stand up, and then we're going to go into a squat. My feet are going to be hip distance apart. My hands are just going to come in front of me. You can be on your hips. We're just going to sink into the squat and lift. Lift. Make sure you're engaging your core the entire time and really focus on those glute and hamstring muscles squeezing as you come up. Your butt is sinking low and behind you, and your knees are never tracking over your toes. For an added challenge, when you come up, lift up on your toes so your heels lift off the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Back in, and we're going to go for some side jacks. So instead of a full jumping jack, arms are going to come up as we step out, feet meet together, arms down, step out to the other side. If you want to do a full jumping jack, be my guest. I don't want to. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. Shake it out. We are going to grab our weights. I'm using 2 pounds today. We're going to go back into that squat position, but we're going to be in a plie squat. So our feet are going to be turned out, toes pointing in opposite directions, heels facing each other. I'm going to keep my weights right here, like at my hip bones, so my arms have a little bend in them. And I'm just going to sink down into my squat and raise. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. I have my pelvis tucked in a little bit, so think if you were on a C curve on our reformers that we all miss so much. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, grab the heads of your weights and let them drop down and try and touch the mat or the floor, whatever you're working on. Shoulders stay back. You might have to widen your stance a little bit to get as low to the ground. And if you can't touch the ground, doesn't matter. We'll do 3, 2. Last one. On this one, we're going to slide up, slide that right heel to meet the left. Step out with the left foot, back into our squat, up. Slide the heels to meet, and repeat. We'll do 3 more on each side. 2. This will be our last set here. And last one. Come up, and we can lose those weights. Actually, don't lose them. We're going to stand in the center of our mat right here. Arms are going to come out wide like a T, and we're going to go for some bicep curls. So arms are going to come in and out. Bend and extend. Make sure your shoulders are rolled down. They're not up in your ears. Your abs are engaged. We'll do 3, 2, last one. Bring them back in, and then you're going to rotate and flip your hands down. So the palms are facing behind me. And then we're going to go into like a little upside down field goal position. And we're just going to extend our arms out wide to the side and in. So wide and in. Again, keeping those shoulders rolled down. Gazes forward. Pelvis tucked up and under. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now we're going to go for a combo. So I'm going to rotate and flip my hands up for those bicep curls. And I'm going to circle them right down into that tricep extension. Bicep curl. Flip up, down, and around. Tricep. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And bring it in and shake it out. I'm going to drop one weight. I have one in my hand. I'm going to take my right leg, it doesn't matter which one you start on, but I'm going to take my right leg and have my feet a little bit intersecting. So my heel and ankle are going to meet. I'm going to bend down with the weight in my hand. You don't have to bend, you can use the wall for stability. But we're going to bend all the way down into like a little squat position. So my knees are bent open. And then I'm going to extend my leg out long and bring it in. I'm staying folded over the entire time. You don't have to use the weight, it's just so you don't have to go as far down to the ground. And out and in. Then out and in. Again, if this is too much, use a wall for stability. Sink into that squat or that lunge position on your left leg or stable leg. And then bend back and forward. You should start feeling this on that stabilizing leg. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then we're going to switch legs. So you can stay in the same position, just change legs. So it's going to be my right foot, my left ankle is coming to my right heel. If you're down on the ground, your hands are going to be down. You sink down into that position, and then you extend the leg long, and you bring them to meet. Extend long, bring them to meet. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it all the way back up to standing. We're going to grab those weights again, and I have 2 pounds. We're going to go for a little chest expansion here. We're gonna go, my palms are facing backwards, and I'm just gonna bring the weights behind my hips, forward, back, forward, just to get the feel. Now we're gonna add in, arms come behind you, go up, my hands are gonna come together, and I'm gonna come up overhead into a tricep. So I'm gonna sweep down, extend my arms long, come up, meet together, and go into a tricep bend. We do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're gonna come all the way back up to the tricep. We're gonna stay up in the tricep, and we're just going to pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are gonna come to meet in this chest. So my shoulders, my arms are in line with my shoulders. My palms are gonna be facing down towards the floor, and we're just going to pulse in and in. We're trying to keep it chest height for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lower all the way down to that chest expansion position again. So my arms are slightly behind my hips, and we're going to pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way forward. Keep your weights with you, but we're going to move down to the ground. So we're going to go into our bridge position. So we're going to lie on our back. Our feet are going to be flat on the floor, and we're going to roll up into our bridge. So roll all the way down. Feet are hip distance apart. This mat is slippery, so as I go sliding, sorry. We're going to roll up through one vertebrae at a time. I have my weights with me, and I'm going to keep them on my hips, just like we did earlier in the series. We're going to roll down and roll back up. Roll down, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up. We're going to go for 3 more of these, keeping our abs engaged. 2 more. Last one. We're going to meet back up at the top, keeping our bridge position. Arms are going to go long. Palms are facing each other. I have a slight bend in my elbows. We're going to go for chest flies. So we're going to open to the side, and then we're going to meet right back up above the chest. Keeping that height in our bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are meeting up above. We're going to go into triceps now. So my arms are going to stay long, but I'm going to bend at the elbow, and the weights come down by my head. Keeping your core engaged, your glutes engaged. Again, if you can, rock up on those heels so your toes are lifted. Really engage the butt muscles and your hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to combo. Go out wide for that chest fly, meet in the middle, come down for that tricep. We'll do 8 of these. 6, 5. Make sure that your chest bones are open wide. Your shoulders are rolled down. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Right here. Keep those arms extended long. We're going to do one set of pulses in our hips. So hips pulse up, up, up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest. Rock side to side. Whew. We're going to roll up and we're going to go into a side plank series. I'm going to bring one weight with me. You can choose no weights, one heavy weight. I'm sticking with the 2 pounds. However you feel most comfortable. I'm going to be on my forearm. So my right forearm is down, my left hand has the weight in it. You can either go up, keeping one knee down. You can stagger, so I like my top foot forward, my other hand behind, or you can go one on top of each other. So get into your plank position. Arm is going to come along with that weight, or no weight. And then we're going to sweep it under, rotating and lifting up. My gaze is following the weight the entire time. So I'm following it up to the ceiling and then coming down through my arm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep your arm long. Go for those hip ups. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. And then we're going to switch sides. I'm just going to switch so I can face the camera. Set yourself back up however works for you. My left forearm was down on the mat. My right arm has the weight in it. I'm going to crisscross my feet, pop up into that plank. Right arm goes long. And I'm going to sweep under and up. Under. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep your arm long, and we're going to go for those hip ups. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. You can set that weight off to the side. We're going to go into a 4-point kneel and sink into that child's pose. Open that lower back. Reach your hands out long. Flip your palms over. We're going to come back up into that 4-point kneel. I'm going to extend my right leg long behind me. And I'm going to go for tricep push-ups. So just kind of get your balance. Adjust how you have to. And then with my leg long, I'm just sinking into those tricep push-ups. Obviously, you don't have to do the leg long. We can keep it here. For the challenge, though, should do your leg long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, keep that leg long. Bend it up to the ceiling. So my foot is flexed, and I have a bend in that knee. I'm going to stomp towards the ceiling. So I'm pushing my foot up until I feel that connection between my hamstring and my glute. My gaze is forward. I'm not straining my neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Hold up your foot where you feel that engagement. Tiny pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg out, but keep it lifted. Point the toe, draw circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg and reset. Whew. Shake it out, and we're going to move to the opposite side. So now my left leg is going long. Going for those tricep push-ups one more time. 5 more. Keeping my elbows pulled in, trying to shoot them down towards my ribs. 2. Last one. Lift up. Bend that foot. Push, like bend your foot so the sole of your foot's towards the ceiling. We're gonna step up. You're looking for that engagement where the hamstring and the core and the booty meet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted where you have that engagement. We're going for those little pulses again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg long. Keep it lifted. Go for those circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Sink into that child's pose. We're going to go back up to standing. So we're going to step our feet through. Push up. Rolling my shoulders out because I'm really feeling those. Leave the weights where they're at. And we're going to go into like a little squat lunge series. So we're going to squat, get into a squat position. We're going to drop down to our squat. We're going to lift our right knee up, take it back to the lunge. Knee comes up as it goes through, back out to the squat. Knee up, right into the lunge. So ideally you have 2 points of connection when you're changing between the squat and the lunge. Knee up, follow through to the lunge, knee up, out wide to the squat. We'll do 3 more. My hands are up here. You can put them wherever you want. It just makes me feel better for some reason. We'll do 2 more. And end in the squat. And up. So lucky we have 2 sides. Now we get to do the other one. Okay. I'm going to start in the squat on the left leg out. Knee up. Go back down into that lunge. Up, out to the squat. This is too much. Remember, you can drag your foot forward, drag it back, forward, back. If you feel it today, bring your foot up, hit knee up, go down, up. You should be feeling this all over, but your stabilizing leg should really be burning since we just worked it. And now we're using it to stabilize our whole body. I'm sweating. Whew. We'll do 3, 2, whew. Last one. End in that squat. Whew. Whew. I'm going to come to the back of my mat. Swan dive forward just because it feels good for me. I'm going to walk all the way out to that plank. Lower down into the mat. Arms are going to come out long. Whew. I'm going to engage my lower half. I want to try and get my legs lifted off the floor. And I'm going to lift my right arm and my left leg. And then I'm going to alternate. Right arm, or left arm, right leg. We're slowly swimming here. My gaze is slightly ahead of me. Now we're going to pick it up. And engage your core. Make sure those glutes and lower half are engaged. Everything's zipped up. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. I'm going to pull myself up. Sweep my feet through. And I'm going to sit in a bent knee position. My feet are planted on the floor. You need one weight. I have a 3-pound weight here. We're gonna go into our C curve, so we're gonna tuck our pelvis under and not round our shoulders forward. Let's tuck under. We're gonna do, I'm sure you guys heard Russian twist and whatnot, but I'm taking the weight between both of my palms, holding onto it, getting into that C curve, and I'm rotating. Right to left. Sink as far back as you can go. Make sure that you're engaging your core and scooping it in instead of pushing it out. For an added challenge, we're going to lift the opposite leg as the way we turn. So right, we're turning, twisting left, the left leg comes up. So opposite knee to opposite elbow. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Roll all the way up. Weight can sit down. Feet are going to go long, legs are going to go long. I'm going to reach for those toes. I'm going to grab my weights with me. I'm going to lay on my back and go into a tabletop position. My hands, you don't have to use weights. My arms are going to come straight up overhead. They're in line with my shoulders. And I'm going to go for toe taps. So double leg toe taps. If this is too much, do single leg. Work your way up to the double leg. If you're here, great. If not, we'll work towards it. Make sure you're keeping those core muscles engaged. We don't want to push out. Three, 2, 1. Legs come back up into tabletop. I'm going to lower my right arm behind me as my left leg goes down for that toe tap. So I'm alternating opposite sides. If the weights are too much, lose them. If this movement is too much in general, stick with one or the other. Either just do the arms as your legs are in tabletop, or just do the legs. We'll do 5 more on each side. 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms are staying up. Legs are going to come up to 90. I'm going to drop one weight down so I have one weight in my hands. I personally like holding the weight in both my hands. I'm going to switch up. So I'm going to lower my left leg as I reach for my right ankle. And then scissor switch and switch legs. So as I'm scissor switching in the air, I'm resting and then lifting up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Set that weight down. Feet are going to come planted on the floor. We're going to roll up. So my arms are going to come up overhead. I'm going to keep my feet planted. Using one vertebrae at a time, engaging my core, rolling all the way up. We're going to do one last ab move. It's going to be a plank. So I'm going to turn over, get into my plank position. Just make sure nothing's in your way. We're going to do, it's like a walking plank, but instead of walking with our hands, we're going to walk with our feet. It's like a little windshield wiper movement. So find your plank position. We're going to take a step out to the left with the left foot and bring my right foot to meet it 4 times. So left, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be back at center. Now we're going to go to the right. Right foot, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go one more time each side. One more time to the right, and then we'll stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower those knees. Sink into that child's pose position. Flip your palms forward so they're facing the ceiling. I'll flip my palms over, go into that 4-point kneel, taking my right arm, threading it through. My shoulder's going to touch the mat. If you can get there, lower your seat down to your heels. Feel a really nice stretch. We're going to switch sides. So left arm is going to come, threading it through. Left shoulder is going to meet down onto the mat. Up, back, up. We should be in a 4-point kneel. We're just going to roll through a couple of cat-cows since we did a lot of back work, rounding. We used weights, pushing my palms into the ground. My knees are pushing in, pushing the earth away from me. Sinking back down. One more cat. Sit heels. And you guys have made it. So thank you so much for joining me. And I hope I can see you all at the studio soon.